Yo, what up, everybody? It's your boy Tim saying I'm sorry I had an audio issue, so the audio's a little janky on this episode. I will have it fixed in the future for other episodes, but this one's going to be a little not great, so I apologize, but it's still fun and funny, so check it out. Oh my God. Do you get that? Sounds like a stampede. It must be the Three Horsemen.
I gotta get better
How are
with
you,
my
boys?
horse noise. It's not very good yet.
No, we'll
Pump.
adapt. We'll grow.
Yeah.
Two out
Just
of three.
ponies right now.
It's a 2 out of 3 hangover edition today on the
Yes.
Three Horsemen.
Hey,
Connor-
maybe 3. Maybe I've been getting a little secretive on you
Oh
guys.
shit.
Damn, you should have popped off at the wedding then, Connor.
Yeah, that would be fucked up if you
What?
started drinking the day after the wedding. That would actually piss me off.
That's been my plan this whole time.
So
I pay for a
2 out of the
goddamn open bar and you skip it and start drinking the next day.
I'm
2 out of 3 of the
trying to
Horsemen.
give everyone FOMO for my relapse.
Oh yeah. Now one of the 3 horsemen is now married. Our Tom over there is married now.
That's right. Big wedding weekend. Some would say it's dumb as hell that we're doing a podcast today.
Yes.
But we care about our fans.
It's about consistency
Yes. And
and
we love
not
Colts football.
quality.
Look, I might be married to my wife now, but I'll always be married to the game of football. Married to
My
Colts
man.
football.
Yeah, she's
Antonio
your
just
second
scoffed at
wife
me.
to Colts football.
So should we get into it? Should we start about season game?
Yeah, before we do that, I have a little surprise.
Whoa.
Yeah, I don't know
no.
if you noticed, I got a new hat cooking. This is my new Colts
Oh
hat.
yeah, that's
And-
pretty
Yeah.
cool.
I at the wedding I gave some of my friends gifts for being there, and you guys were 2 of them. Connor, I gave you a Rick Smits
Mhm.
action figure, which I found
And
really
card.
cool. Yeah, and card. I love that thing. I hope that it had a good trip back to Indiana, where now Rick is home, which is good.
Finally.
But Tim's gift didn't come in time, but it came yesterday, and here she is. It's a similar hat to the one
Yeah,
that I
let's
have.
go.
But now the 3 horsemen all have Indiana pride gifts. I guess
I love
made
it.
it sound like an LGBTQ thing, but
Yeah, it better be a rainbow Colts hat.
That would be sick. I tried to get that Rainbow Pacers shirt, but it sold out so fast.
yeah.
The NFL, I bet, is pretty happy they don't have games in June. They're like, we'd rather not talk about it.
That reminds me, we should talk about the Manti Te'o doc today too. Have
Oh,
you guys,
yeah,
have you guys
yeah,
watched it?
Connor?
Yeah, it was great.
I loved it. I felt really badly, Teo.
I did too.
Yeah.
But Antonio made a good point, which is like so much of his shit was narcissistic, where it was like the only like they weren't even really that like together, and he was like kind of seeing other people, and then when she was quote unquote sick, that's when it became like he made it his whole story. He made it his brand.
Yeah.
And yeah. I also think he's just kind of a dumbass and like.
Well, the thing I feel bad about is like they kept being like, it's all about football, faith, and family, and and all of them are just like, you're just obedient. You just learn to be
Yeah.
obedient.
Yeah.
So you don't learn to
Yeah.
question anything growing up. So he's
Mhm.
just like, well, this is a girl that loves me,
Yes.
and I've never seen her in person.
Yeah, I definitely felt bad for him. Don't get me wrong. Like I fully felt bad for him. He got a raw deal, and the fact that everybody was like, "Oh, he's probably a closeted gay guy," and that's what happened. And I remember that being the thought, like
remember
the
that.
general consensus. Like when it happened,
I remember saying it a bunch.
Yeah, I remember Tim was the leading. He was at the
Yeah,
forefront.
Tim was like, I kissed him.
Yeah.
But no, that was
Yeah.
that was exactly what people thought. I remember that.
When the people who wrote the story were like, this was not the point. Like it was
Yeah.
about like ESPN and all these like major media outlets. That's when I was like, oh yeah, we're all fucking stupid.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
Well, sure, but they also have to understand that even though it's not the point, it's gonna happen, and
Yeah.
they're gonna ruin a man's
That-
life.
That pissed me
no,
off.
they weren't like totally like,
Yeah.
you know,
They're not innocent.
clean hands.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I mean, it's also it's news. Like it was a major story. It was
Yeah.
like the leading story in sports that year, and he's a Heisman candidate. That helped, but like they are to like that. I hated that they were like grandstanding and they were like, that is not what people should be saying. And it's like you didn't give a shit about that. You were happy
Yeah.
that little story that was huge, and it was
Well, yeah, the entire time they were like, we have to get it out first, be the first ones. I don't like. I thought that Renaya, or now Naya, came off terrible in this documentary.
They gave that bitch too much like forgiveness. They were like, I don't need to be seeing this bitch dance. Like, fuck you. Like, she sucks. She's a piece of shit.
She was like, I didn't know what the right thing to do. And I was like, you know what the right thing to do is. You know, you're like, and then to be like, I'm actually alive.
Yeah.
And then you're like
that
doing
was the
that
most
to
fucked up
help
shit.
him.
When she started getting on her like Frank Caliendo shit, it's like, you know, this isn't something that just got too far. Like you're practicing, like they were like, even Dr. Phil thinks you're good at voices.
Yes.
Like that's pretty high praise.
I mean, Naya should be on SNL. I mean, that's just the facts. I think that
she should get work out of this.
I see big things in Naya's future, but the part
I see a Big Mac in my Naya's future.
She also had a pretty good voice too. Like when I don't know why they had her singing, but it's like, wow, she's like talented.
Yeah.
It was just like way too sympathetic to her. And it's like, I just needed a moment of someone saying, hey, by the way, you're a fucking piece of shit. Like, I know there's not a lot of journalistic integrity in that, but it would have been very satisfying. By the way,
I wish they would have sat down together.
Yes.
Like I wish that's how it would have ended.
It is,
but I don't know if
it is nice that he says he forgives her.
I like
but
that
it's
part.
like, you know, of course he does. He was raised by the church where he's
he was
he
like a Mormon, wasn't he? Is that what
he's Church of the Latter-day Saints.
Yeah, he seemed like a nice, sweet guy. And his story was like so inspirational. It's a bummer that his NFL career wasn't, you know, wasn't very good. But
great head of hair. That's what I kept looking at.
It is. He looks younger.
Good-looking guy.
He looks better now. He looks a billion times better now than he did when he was playing for Notre Dame. But I definitely did feel for him. But he wasn't fully innocent. Like there were little moments of like, but the knock on him was like he knew when after she says I'm alive, he knows and then lies about it. But it's like, what the fuck was he supposed to do? I don't know.
Yeah, man.
That seems like a very complicated thing. I don't know.
If I was about to maybe win the Heisman, and that, speaking of which, like, was there a good choice that year for a Heisman? Like,
it was a weak draft class.
To Johnny Manziel, probably the first person.
Mm-hmm. God,
do you think Johnny paid for it, Connor?
No, that's what he did all the time.
Oh yeah, Johnny football.
Right.
Money
Remember
Manziel.
when his dad had him fucking like Mercedes SL or whatever because he was like, well, if I don't buy it for him, he's gonna do something to his college career to get that car. And I'm like, that is bad.
Yeah, that is definitely not a good thing to do.
No, but yeah, so Johnny football was like, but and they're like, oh, it's so sad about your grandma and your girlfriend. I'll be like, yeah, it sucks. So I'm not gonna be like, actually last night it was revealed that she is still alive.
Yeah, and I think my grandma's still alive too. I got
in fact, she's right there.
Yeah.
I think the number one pick that year was former Colt Eric Fisher.
Yes.
Very weak draft class.
God, I forgot about that dude. Eric Fisher. Man.
Eric Fisher picked by the Kansas City Chiefs.
I played high school football with an Eric Fisher. He was our long snapper. Great long snapper.
Great.
Really world class.
This is the Three Horsemen, where you can hear about all things Colts.
Yes, everything Colts.
Everything you need.
Connor did tie it in. Eric Fisher did play for the Colts. Got hurt. He was an All-Pro tackle. I mean, he was He was an All-Pro tackle for what?
Yeah.
I mean,
good stuff.
I'm not going to check my own stats. They're probably wrong, but
just no fact checking on this podcast.
In fact, if we're wrong, don't even comment about it. We don't want to know.
We don't care.
And I would like to tell everyone right now to like, subscribe, and write a little comment down. And if you're listening on Apple or iTunes or whatever, write us a review. We hope you're listening to the show and we hope you like it.
Yes.
Yeah. Tell us who you think the most handsome is. Wrong answers only.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Everyone, me now, fucked up.
I think we got to get Blue to join us.
Oh man, that's the only person Pat McAfee's never had on.
Is that
we
true?
Just had Blue silently on the Zoom screen.
You know what? Actually, we do have Blue off camera. Why not just? I guess Blue doesn't talk. That's a good point.
I guess here's what we could do. I could get Micah's computer, and I could just put up a picture. I could just put up a picture of Blue. Thank you, friend of the show, in the box.
That would be very funny because for those listening at home, Micah is Tim's girlfriend who has actual work, and she's a working comedian and needs her laptop. So
she's in a meeting right now.
So
she pays for your apartment.
For
yes.
Hey, can I just use your laptop and have a picture and have it pointed at a picture of Blue?
It's a bit only for the people who watch the podcast on YouTube.
Yeah. She would like that, I think. She wouldn't know what I was saying. She'd be like, wait, what? I'd be like, you know the Colts. And she's like, barely.
Yeah. I feel
it's so hot in my house.
Yeah, I feel like shit. This is gonna be a rough one, boys.
I think we should just go through the game a little bit and then go to bed.
Let's go to bed.
I got class after this.
Connor, I said we're going to bed.
To bed.
Oh man. Last night I'm at night, Connor. Good. And I'm gonna have to down a few beers to feel good enough to talk in front of the. I got 4 down pretty quick, and then I was like, "I'm back, baby."
Yeah, I did.
That's all it takes.
I did a shot with Lisa Traeger as soon as I got there, and that got me fixed up. I was feeling kooky all day. I hadn't been drinking, so drinking a little bit fucked me up, and then today I feel crazy. But nothing made me. Maybe this is a crazy take. We're starting Ellinger, baby. Let's get him out there.
Yes, let's go.
Let's start his ass. It is funny.
Start Sammy.
I was just reading, and it looks like he's not moving. Like the real thing is like, are we going to keep his ass? And I think we have to. Like he's playing his ass off, but it sounds like old Frankie boy ain't moving his ass at all. He's not.
Yeah.
He keeps saying he likes where the roster is, and I think he's gonna keep it.
Well, Nick Foles did throw a no-look pass in a preseason game, which is cool. Probably the coolest thing that's ever happened in a preseason game.
Yeah.
So we got to keep him.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's just an issue of like, do we want to? Because if we put him on the practice squad, someone's gonna grab him.
I know.
So it's like, do we keep 3 quarterbacks just because he might be the guy, in 2 years.
Right. And Nick Foles does bring, of course, his BDE to the which does inspire everyone else.
A lot of people like to be around a fellow with some big dick energy, and we need that. That's going to be the glue that holds this team together. Is Nick Foles' giant penis?
He's going to tie the Foles team together with his penis. I like Sam. I mean, Sam Ellinger. He went 9 for 11. Never forget, for 136 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yep.
I mean, probably against 4th string Lions team, but still, like he's putting up numbers.
Again, I think these guys are playing out of their minds against him, and we got to give him credit for that. These guys they're hungry. They want to stop him. The only knock on him is that he takes a second to get the ball out sometimes, but he threw a damn dart for a touchdown at the on his last drive. I think it was his last drive. I was just watching highlights, and his arm strength looks fucking nasty.
Yeah,
he's a gunner.
Man, I like him. I hope they keep him, but we'll see what happens. I mean, keeping 3 quarterbacks also seems like
insane,
jinxy to me. It seems like a jinx to do.
Yeah, it seems like kind of a waste in theory.
But it's like, I mean, what can we? It seems like he's gonna have some value on him. I don't know. Like if
I'd say try to get a little like 6th-round pick for him or something.
Yeah.
I mean, he wasn't he a 6th-round pick?
Yes.
Yeah,
he was.
So you just boom.
I guess. Connor, are you standing up?
I am standing up. I got my little standing desk.
This ain't no
That's
damn
crazy.
standing podcast.
I freaking hate a standing desk.
I love it.
Like,
well, mine
bro,
is.
I came to work to
crank.
sit down. Oh yeah, I bet it does have a little crank on it. You ain't got no Nick
Foles one.
Yeah.
But you know how your body hurts all the time, Tim?
Yeah.
Maybe try a standing desk.
What do you think Tim needs a desk for? I guess this podcast is it.
Yeah.
He's got to set up his computer, Micah's computer.
Yeah,
I got some computers to set up.
Yeah, that's true. I'm like basically an IT genius.
Yeah.
Got all this fucking hardware I got to set up. Des Patman, 5 receptions for 103 yards and a touchdown.
Looked nasty out there.
Yeah, big wants to start for the Colts.
We've got Strawn back too. Is that how you say his name? Mike Strawn?
Strawn.
Michael Strawn. Yeah.
Look good too.
It looks like Strachan.
Yeah, I know. Or Strahan.
Yeah.
But it ain't.
But yeah, Des Patman. I mean, was that 20, almost 21 yards per catch?
Yeah, baby.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, had a nice 50-yarder.
Wow.
Yeah, that was the one. Yeah, that was nasty. That was nasty. He's looking
so
good.
What do you and
Colts lose, but you know, it's the fucking preseason. So
they lost going for two.
Yeah.
The fix is in. Hard Knocks wanted a win for the Lions.
I do believe that. I do believe that the Hard Knocks wanted the Colts to lose because they hate the Colts, and this is good for television. Is if the Colts lose again the next time they're on Hard Knocks.
Mm-hmm.
I will be watching the episode though.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it.
I will be pissed. Today. I will be. I think it comes out tomorrow.
It comes out Wednesday. Or tomorrow night.
Yet. That's right.
Oh, it's great.
It's great. What's today is Monday.
Yes.
Correct.
Tight.
I'm losing track of that too.
All right,
we
cool.
Fucked up and we got a hotel for just Friday and Saturday, and then had to check out yesterday. And it's moving back to our apartment is throwing me all off. I feel like crazy.
Who took care of the
married
cat?
life was hotel 24/7?
Yeah, dude. That's how we should do it. It's funny because we started our marriage the way a man starts a divorce, by staying in a hotel in his hometown.
Just eating frozen pizzas every meal.
Dude,
who took care of the cats?
Our friends Fernanda and Andrew were staying at our place, and
that's nice.
Take care of the cats. It was sick. Very nice of them. They saved the day several times because we left a lot of stuff at the apartment that we needed.
When you guys forgot those like poppers, the like big poppers. Like confetti poppers, I thought that they were just the little tiny ones, and I was like, what the fuck they care about all that shit for?
Yeah.
And then I'm just standing there, and I thought that there was an active shooter in your wedding.
I thought that too.
Terrifying sound. Even though they were cool as hell, and they looked awesome in the pictures, they looked way cooler than I thought they were. I underestimated how sick the confetti shooters would be.
They look cool as hell.
Right about that. I was wrong. When she first brought it up, I was like, we don't need that shit, and it's gonna more cleanup for the staff. And then she was like, we're paying these people enough to not give a shit about that. And I was like, that is a good point. But I left them in the car. The car was by the hotel, which was like 40 minutes away from the venue with traffic and shit. And I was like, there's no way we're going to get those. And then luckily, Antonia's cousin had a friend who lived in Williamsburg and went to the hotel, got my car keys, went and got the poppers and sent them in an Uber to the venue. It was crazy.
Wow.
But
That's
speaking
awesome.
of eating frozen pizza, I ended that night. I said this at Good God last night, but it's true. Antonio went to bed before me, and I was still kind of jazzed up from the night. It was like 3:30 or 4 in the morning, and I smoked a cigar on the patio of the hotel room. There was like a little patio, which was sick. But then I did in fact eat a burrito and took a shot of Fireball by myself.
You are a child.
It was insane. Jesus. I don't know why I did that, but I was just, I'm gonna keep this party going.
What a scene! A man in a suit smoking a cigar, jamming a burrito into his face, and then sipping a little Fireball guy.
That's exactly what I was doing. I didn't have water. I washed it down with a little nip of Fireball.
Boys, are you worried about the rushing game this season? Because the first two preseason stats.
Yeah, I'm really concerned that I don't think we're gonna have any rushing. I don't think they're gonna run I think they forgot that you have to that's a part of the game that you can do is rush the football.
Yeah, I think they forget that like you got to go north and south.
Yes.
A lot of east west, but like we got to, flip the compass and get our boys going north.
We're not praying to Allah here, boys. We're heading north. We're not facing east.
Yeah, I am pretty worried about that. I think that.
Well, I just worry if the line isn't there. Like, I feel like they should be chunking up a little more yards, even if it's not with Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, I mean,
but I don't. But maybe he's just so that I'm a dumbass.
Do they have this? I didn't get to watch this game in full, but so I didn't. And none of the highlights were rushing plays. So
they had the number one rusher had 6 carries for 13 yards.
Yeah, is the line that's in there right now? Is that who is going to be starting?
No,
I don't putting out the starting.
I don't think Quentin Nelson has played.
That's what
Connor
I mean.
has he played?
I think he played the first game, but I didn't watch the first quarter of this last game.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think from a big picture perspective, like Pryor and Pincher are the two new guys, and they both started games last year, and Pincher started a guard the Patriots game, which we did real well on the ground. And
that's true.
Pryor started the Raiders game where we lost, but we still moved the ball. And so I don't know. I just think there's going to be more cohesion as things go, and there's already like built-in experience. So it's not like totally new.
That's good. You know what I say about Pryor?
Yeah. What do you say?
That lineman's crazy.
Is that right?
Yep.
Connor does not get your reference, but
no, please explain it to me.
Have you heard of the Pryor album?
Okay.
I think that he should
pretty good.
Sunset strip the ball out of. Well, I guess that would be a defensive play.
I get that one.
Yeah.
There we go.
He's really the toy of the offensive line.
Now
okay, we're having
fun. Now we're cooking,
all I want is the Colts to go on a silver streak, straight to the championships. There we go. Is that all? That. Hopefully they play in Peoria, Illinois.
Yeah.
Yes. I found I found a couple little fun moments from this past week. Our kicker did in fact wear Heelys to practice.
Yes, I saw that.
Yeah, he's old Rodrigo's. He pulled up to the preseason game on Heelys, and he's skating around the facility, and he does in fact look happy as hell, and I love it.
I love him. He leads in.
Heelys back.
The dude is a dork ass. I like that. I like that. Yeah, I saw him on his heels. He was gliding.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That'd be a dumbass way to get injured. Rodrigo.
He's gonna have like some players have like no snowboarding in their contracts. He's gonna have no Heelys.
Man. Do you think he qualifies? I mean, well, the guy who kicked the ball 84 yards, but remember when people were getting like their body parts insured by Lloyd's of London? You remember like J-Lo got her ass insured for like $1 trillion.
Okay.
Do you think he could get his leg insured in case anything happens, like a Healy accident of some sort?
Yeah, I bet he could do that. I think we should probably pay for that.
I
think as a podcast, we should pay for insurance.
Yeah, let's get a piece of that.
We should start a GoFundMe for Rodrigo.
I like that. There's also when the Colts were running practices with the Lions, there's a great moment where Michael Pittman cooks a guy, and then the Pat McAfee setup, like the radio show set up next to on the sideline, and he walked up after he makes the catch and runs out of bounds, he runs straight to the mic and goes, "Hello, everybody."
Yeah, I hope that happens on our show at some point this year. Like he just pops into my bedroom and just says, "What's up?"
Yeah,
we were first asked to go, but then we had to turn it down because of Tom's. Then they had to ask Pat McAfee to do it, which, a bummer for us, but
I think it's good for Pat.
And I think it was good for Tom to get married to his wife.
Yeah,
it's a win-win.
Yep, but next week we'll probably be there over on the sidelines.
Yep. Oh man, I can't. What's crazy is like preseason game tickets are like as expensive as regular season tickets.
It's like one of those things where you're like, why are we all dumbasses? Like, why would you pay that? Like,
yeah.
But you know,
they should treat preseason games like minor league baseball games, where they're just like, with a ticket you get a helmet full of nachos and a free jersey.
Oh man, I would be there in a second.
Yeah,
get me full of nachos, baby.
Maybe that's why they don't do it. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, I think it would sell pretty quick.
I would love a helmet full of nachos.
What's that thing where it's like they're gonna sell it like that if people will buy it, and football fans, like, we're dumbasses who were like, yeah, it's football season now, even though it's the problem with there not being as many games, so you want to get every bit of it. But I think I don't know if we talked about this before, I prefer watching every game with football on TV anyway.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I used to go to every game that was at home, and I still like watching on TV. I like the action.
Yeah,
and the getting drunk in the morning, but
that part's fun.
But I do like to. I mean, Micah does not like me watching the game on TV. She says it's dangerous and I get violent, and she's scared of me.
It is true that we cannot watch games. Like, Tim watches the games alone. It is very weird. I watch at a Chicago Bears bar. I watch on my phone, and it's a great time. And it's kind of nice to be watching my own game and not having to worry about other people yelling or whatever about the game that I'm watching. It's a good little time. And the Bears are so bad that their games are irrelevant. So
I think my favorite ritual of watching football alone is just texting Tim and figuring out whose illegal stream is quicker.
Yeah.
And trying to find the right timing of like, okay, that was cool. I can text him about it in 45 seconds.
I try to be like chill, because my ass does still. I don't give a fuck about spoilers at all. You could spoil anything for me, so I'm like, oh hell yeah, touchdown coming up. So I will like sometimes just be like, we're on at the same time.
Yeah,
but I don't like to. Man, I get so jacked up. I just get so. I have nothing else going on in my life. I have nothing else to live for. That's why sports are so important. It's because there's like people like me. Like, I don't have a family that drives me crazy, thank God, but like I still have nothing in my life. I slobs that goes to work 9 to 5.
You
and
just had your first niece born.
Right, but I mean, I don't have like children that are like grabbing at me and like they're like, we need something. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. I'm watching the goddamn game, you little motherfuckers. But well, I'm just saying, I'm just saying, since I have nothing going on, this is like, and when the Colts win, it's like I win and I never win.
Yeah.
So sometimes you just need a W in your life. And I feel like that's a lot of the people.
You're one of the few people who I kind of, just for your own well-being, wish would pick like a really good team, like bandwagon fan, just so that you're happy. Like,
I know
your self-worth is a little higher.
all my other teams that I pick were like the Bengals and the Saints are like my other two teams that and I like the Lions too because I run the show with the Detroit boys.
Right.
But I always pick like the bad team to remind me of me.
I felt like that. Although, I mean, I guess the Colts winning was the first. I remember when they won that Super Bowl, I was so shocked because it was the first time I had a team do anything good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, we had the Pacers go to the finals, we had IU basketball go to the national championship game, but they've lost, and so
yeah.
And I stupidly am a Cubs fan, so I thought that was never going to happen, and then that was that was incredible when that did finally happen. But the Colts winning was the first time I was like, oh, this is possible. Like, I never thought like, oh, we're actually going to do it. And
yeah,
we're very stupid in being fans of franchises that don't.
I mean, the Colts were good for a while, but they were really bad for a while too. Like, what if you are like born, like, say I'm like 12 years younger than I am, and I'm a Patriots fan,
dude.
And then they start to go
35.
Oh my God, Connor. Yes. And then they start to go down, like the Patriots start to go downhill, and they're like not as good as you're used to them being. Is that worse? Like, is it like you have a bad team that got good and then mediocre, or is it like?
Well, you got to think if you're a fan of the Patriots, you're probably also a fan of the Red Sox and the Celtics. So you've been fucking so spoiled by winning that you're the most annoying sports fan in the world.
And you're also probably racist.
Yes. Yeah, even more racist than you already are.
You're like, man, I wish I could have seen Bill Russell play so I could say what I really feel about black people.
Back when they cared, fuck, I can't think of the word. Riff over.
Tim would have been like the one to throw like a brick through Bill Russell's window, but it says like, thank you.
Good luck this weekend.
Thank you for slamming Thomas on the ground.
Man, Bill Russell ruled.
I mean, if you like them, you were probably also like a Christian Leitner fan.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of crossover there.
Connor's got Christian Leitner vibes.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, you mean like really talented? Thank you.
No, like a villain.
Yeah, look like a piece of.
Are you saying I could have been on the dream team?
Oh yeah, asleep.
He beat Michael Jordan.
He kept being the dream team. You put everybody to damn sleep.
When they were at the Olympics, Christian Leitner kept beating Michael Jordan at ping pong, and it fucking pissed him off so much.
That's awesome.
That's a great tidbit. I love that.
Yeah. Anything else Colts related today, boys?
There was you see a little scuffle between Zaire Franklin and our boy emotional Jamal Williams of the Lions.
Oh, there was, huh?
So there was a clip that the NFL posted of like, some drill they're doing. And it's like, it looked like, I think it was a blocking drill for running backs against linebackers. And Jamal Williams, won the rep and things were getting a little chippy. And the tweet was just like, it's football season again when things are getting chippy or something like that. Mm-hmm. And Zaire Franklin quote tweeted it and was like, man, don't you love how how you can beat a bum for 3 reps in a row and then he still acts like he won.
Yeah, here only league lose 3 reps in a row and still yell he won. Hope you ready to cry about another losing season, champ.
Let's go. I love that.
And then Jamal, sir, I literally made you look in team period when you an open field tackle and I ran you and the safety for a touchdown during team period. Please go about your business.
Damn.
You not bout that when it's go time.
Oh shit.
I like that. I love hope you're ready to cry over another losing season, champ. That is cool, man.
Dude, that is brutal. That's the tough part about being on Hard Knocks crying, man. Like,
Yeah,
people know.
That is so funny, man. That is nasty.
Damn. I mean, he won in all ways. That's why the Colts are great.
Yeah, we got to support the shit talking of our boys. That's great.
Oh, man. That was good. Connor, good Colts tidbit.
Yes.
Thank you. My name is Croner.
Oh, guys, I'll tell you this. We got a review for the show. I know we do this on my show, Great Hang, but we got a review for our show.
Oh, shit.
Is it from your niece?
Huh? I wish. This says, very fun show. Can't wait to see where it goes.
Ooh.
Love this. 5 stars. Shav Digsy.
Hey, thanks, Chef Dixie.
Yeah, we love you, Shabby.
And look, if you guys are enjoying this show right now, imagine when there's actual football to talk about. It's gonna get so much better. This is just as the Colts are in their preseason, getting things gelled in, locking in Sam Ellinger as the number 2 quarterback. Mm-hmm. We are also in our preseason, and once the actual thing starts, we're gonna be able to do some gambling. We're gonna bet against each other. We're gonna make some predictions.
We're gonna get Blue on the pod.
We're gonna get
Michael
Blue.
Pittman's gonna walk into my office and say hello on the mic.
That would be so sick.
After making a catch, he catches he jogs all the way to your apartment in Indianapolis.
Hell yeah, he will. He's committed. Open invitation, Michael.
I like that. Connor, you've been in town. You've been back in town for one day. Any word on the street? Are the street buzz about anything?
Well, people haven't been recognizing me on the street yet about the pod, but I think that's coming. Nice. But people are jazzed up. I can feel the energy. He said, "Ooh, we're gonna win at least 10 games." Ooh.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's no question.
I think the division is bad unless Jacksonville is secretly good.
They're not.
We gotta beat them in Jacksonville.
Yeah, that's gotta happen. That has to happen. That's the only. If we lose again in Jacksonville, I'm gonna be so goddamn mad.
We can't let Trevor Lawrence's sunshine ass motherfucking
smiling ass.
Goddamn bitch.
If we lose in Jacksonville again, Jim Irsay should have to sell his guitar collection. I think he needs to come out and say that to show how much it really means to him.
That might have been the low point of that show last year. Having to see Jim Irsay's fucking guitars, it's like, who cares, man? This doesn't have shit to do with the game or the team.
Here's what I think. I don't think he should sell them. I think for every point Jacksonville scores, he should have to give one of his guitars away on Twitter.
I agree. And I think he should get one slap on his butt. One slap on his little butt for each point Jacksonville scores.
It wouldn't even hurt. Probably hurt your hand on all the pills he's got in his pockets.
Hey, it probably sound like a damn maraca.
I love that. I bet he got pulled over for a DUI. They're like, he had a bunch of pills and $45,000 cash on his person. Like that dude's awesome. He's always so red.
Yeah, he's very red.
His eyes will fall out of his face very soon.
That was like one of those things where it's like, obviously they got to show him in Hard Knocks, but I kind of wish they had like a dramatization or something of just his parts. Like they hire an actor, so I don't have to look at Jim Irsay's weird looking ass.
They always showed those times where like after the Buffalo game, I think Irsay walked up to Taylor and was like, "Here, I've got Edgerrin James on the phone. He wants to congratulate you." Like, how mad do you think Edgerrin James is that Jim Irsay has his phone number?
Edgerrin,
like, quit calling me.
Edgerrin, I give your strippers a bunch of money. Just call them. Edgerrin. Do you follow Edgerrin James on Instagram?
No. He's always sitting on piles of cash.
He owns a strip club, so he always has just like bricks of that he has like just like together. It's insane.
He's tight. Love him. Friend of the show, Edgerrin James.
Yeah, I would love to get Edgerrin James on.
God, one of the coolest names in football history. Edge, come on, man.
Yeah,
the rules. Edgerrin James.
I love him.
Think like we had such a goddamn good team and we only won one Super Bowl, and it wasn't even him. What a waste. I'm so mad thinking about the years we should have won Super Bowls, even though it's so long ago now. But it's like we were so goddamn good, like regular season juggernauts, and then just
That's why I get mad if we go, like, say we go 16-0 and then the 17th game they sit everybody. I'll be all pissed off.
Yeah, I hate that.
Like, I don't mind the loss, but it's like you're letting your boys get a little too rough.
That's what I feel like that's what happened to us back then. It was
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it sucked. And it's like it makes it not fun to watch the game.
Yeah. It's like, dog, I woke up for this. I was out really late the night before, drinking a lot.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And even though this is an 8:00 game,
even though this game is at 8 p.m. and my wife is pissed.
My wife is pissed. My kids are motherfuckers.
My little motherfucking kids are motherfucking me all day. I'm like, bitches, I was out drinking. Your dad ain't gonna fucking play with you today. Go sit on the swing.
Oh, man.
Let the wind push your ass.
We should get Edgerrin James' phone number, call him, say, hey, congratulate Connor on a great podcast.
Yeah, please.
That would be cool. I'm going to try. I think that should be a new thing. We'll try to get someone to call and congratulate one of us on a good podcast.
Oh, I was searching Colts on Twitter to see if there was any updates.
Any phone numbers?
Yeah, search Colts phone numbers.
I do want to search Edgerrin James' phone number. It'd be so funny. It was just posted. It's just like a business. It's just there.
We could probably get Hot Rod.
Yeah,
I could. I mean, James is like Mike Jones. Just always giving out his numbers, like 281-330-8004.
Wait, Tim, when is your birthday?
October 3rd.
Oh, I don't know why whose birthday is June 12th? Is somebody?
My brother's birthday is June 12th.
Oh, there we go. Jim Irsay.
Yeah, Tom's always mixing up Tim and Jack.
That's true. Jim Irsay, somebody, this is so weird because his birthday was June 13th, and the Colts, the Blue Stable, tweeted RT to wish Colts owner Jim Irsay a very happy birthday. And somebody just 1 minute ago quote tweeted it with the drunk pill popping owner of the Colts. 1 minute ago. It's like they were listening to the podcast live.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
That's awesome.
Hey, what's wrong with being drunk and pill popping and driving a vehicle? What's so wrong with it?
I think part of being a billionaire means you should have to be in a band, like Jim Irsay.
Yeah,
Jim Irsay. I want to do like a JD.
I want to see Elon Musk's blues cover band.
Jim Irsay's
Sweet Home Chicago, Elon.
Jim Irsay's rich enough he can hire those guys that are literally in the Viagra commercial to be in his band.
Oh man. Well, boys, should we wrap this thing up?
Yeah, I think this was a good episode.
It's a fun time.
I thought we did great.
Sweet.
Bring. Hello.
Oh my gosh.
Peyton Manning's mom.
Oh shit.
You want to call and congratulate Connor on a incredible episode? Okay, here you go. Oh my God, Connor. It was such a good episode, Connor. All right.
Thank you,
Bye.
Mrs.
That sounds
Archie Manning.
exactly like the deep Louisiana accent that
Hold
she
on.
would have.
Click.
That is great improv work, Tim. That's
Great object work.
Yeah, I'm the next Benjamin Jones.
You're the next Naya.
Eat a bowl of soup. Do that.
Oh.
What's that look like?
That was good.
Oh my gosh! I can smell the gazpacho.
Good soup.
I was looking up Peyton Manning's mom's name. Oh, Olivia Williams Manning. There you
go.
She's from Philly. Wait,
good to hear
Philadelphia,
from her.
Missouri or Mississippi? I've never heard of that.
That's where the best steaks are.
That's where the best what?
Oh, cheesesteaks, I meant to say. Damn it. Anyways, let's end the podcast before I myself.
Yep. All right, love you, boys, and please don't forget to leave a review if you're liking the show. And like I said, it's gonna get better and better. Once real football starts happening, we're gonna crank this thing up a notch. But and sorry that I was a little low energy. I am wedding hungover, and but I don't think that I don't give every part of my soul and heart to this podcast every week.
This is his number one priority.
I'm regular hungover, and I will continue to be for the rest of the season.
That's a guarantee.
That's a Tim McLaughlin guarantee for you.
3 horsemen guarantee is that every episode of this podcast will be a hungover nightmare for me and Tim. And Connor will be
5 years clean and sober, really doing the big work.
Boo, boo. Oh my God, the fans are booing.
All right, we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.